Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. Also turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to Dade Kia for giving me time with the 2023 Kia Stinger with the GT2 package. This one is rear-wheel drive. It also has the V6 underneath the hood. If you guys want all-wheel drive, it will be an additional option. But let's talk about pricing here for the Kia Stinger with the GT2 package. Starting price is $51,790. This one stickers for $53,440. If you guys are in the market for a Kia, be sure to check out Dade Kia and ask for Tony or Cello. They will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the exterior paint here, because blue is my favorite color and Kia calls this a micro blue. But let's talk about the front styling of the Kia Stinger. Let's talk about the exterior paint here. Kia calls this a micro blue exterior paint. It is complemented by the nice beige interior. We'll talk about the interior once we get inside the vehicle. But looking at these headlights here, there's going to be an LED projector headlight with an automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, and daytime running light. This area down here is functional to put an air curtain over the brakes and wheels. There's some dark chrome trim here in the front fascia. Also with front parking sensors. This area right here is for the driver's assistance. This also has a 360-degree camera. This also wears a new Kia logo here on the top of the hood, which is really nice. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this beautiful blue exterior paint. This is the way I would configure my Stinger, especially with the GT2 package. This one is rear-wheel drive. You guys can go for all-wheel drive if you guys want to have more grip, especially if you stay in a cold weather state. This area right here is not going to be functional, but most people might do it aftermarket to make it functional, to push the heat out from the engine. But since we're looking at the side profile here, as you guys know, the Kia Stinger is a hatchback. We'll talk about the cargo specs in a moment. But looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a staggered setup here. I like the multi-spoke tire setup here is a 225/40 Pilot Sport 4 tires. So pretty good tires here on the market. They're Michelin tires. This also has a 6-piston Brembo brakes in the front. I think it has a 2-piston in the rear, which is a floating design. And the tires in the back are going to be a 255 tire. So pretty good tire size. Going to be a staggered setup. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. Like I mentioned, I like the multi-spoke finish to the rim design here. There's some dark chrome trim here at the lower part of the door panel. There's dark chrome trim around the window wells. Also in the mirror cap, there's this LED sight marker here. And my model does have this moonroof here. It's not a full panoramic sunroof, but it is nice that Kia does offer that here. But making our way to the rear of the Stinger here, looking at these taillights here, they're going to be a full LED, which is a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. There's also the GT badge there to signify the V6 model. There's the Stinger name, which is spelled out. Looking down here, this also has very large exhaust. Kia did make it larger for the previous year. There's also this aggressive rear diffuser here. Also the rear parking sensors. There is LED lights for the tag. There's a backup camera there. Open up the cargo back here. Like I mentioned, this is a lift back. As you guys can see, once it opens up, it reveals 19.6 cubic feet of space. So really good specs here in the segment. Once you fold down the rear seats, that expands it to 40.9 cubic feet of space. So plenty of space to put your things back here and whatnot. And underneath the load floor here, Kia does give you a temporary spread tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. Sitting in the interior of the Kia Stinger with the GT2 package, I'm loving this nice beige interior. It looks really good with the micro blue exterior. This is a 10.25-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via the USB cable. Reach on ready to shut the door of the Stinger here. And the push button start is right here. Once you guys put your foot on the brake and press the button, the engine will start right up. It will start up, of course. You guys can hear that nice growl from the V6. My apologies, it is like 100 degrees outside today, and I'm gonna blast the fan here for a few seconds because it is super hot. But with that being said, let's talk about the materials here. There's gonna be a soft touch ejection molded plastic with this aluminum-like finish here. There's 2-person memory seats. There's also aluminum accented door handle here. More stitching here. I like the nice finish that Kia offers with this nice beige. It is automatic up and down, only for the driver and passenger. You can power fold the mirrors in via these controls here. There's your mirror control, lock controls are here. And the speaker cover does have this nice metal finish to it. This is a Harman & Kardon sound system, which sounds pretty good. There's your illumination switch here, your lane keeping assist, your fuel door opener, and also your trunk release button is here. This is a power tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a good amount of range and adjustability. There's paddle shifters here. There's your headlight stock there with the turn signal. And there's a wing upper stock right there. The steering wheel does have this nice thick feel to it. There's the GT badge here at the lower part of the steering wheel. This is a 3-spoke design steering wheel here. Over here is for your driver's assistance tech. And your volume controls are here. There's where's the new Kia logo here in the airbag cover. You can customize this display in front of you. By pressing this here, it does show your gauges, also to your compass, and there's your attention level and whatnot. If I signal left or right, it does have the blind view camera there, as you guys can see. It will show you what's next to you, but this vehicle does have blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning. There's also this bright heads-up display. Like I mentioned, the 10.25 inch display is there. It does support Apple CarPlay. As you guys can see, once the CarPlay starts up, it does take up the whole entire screen, but you guys can have a split screen if you would like. I wish Kia would have offered a digital rearview camera mirror, because the visibility out of the back of this vehicle is not the best, because it does have that fastback design. Looking up here is going to be LED lights throughout the cabin. There's your SOS button here, also your Kia button there. You can also open up this moonroof here to let more light and air into the cabin. Once it does that, it does have this woven-like material for the headliner, which is okay, but I wish Kia would offer maybe like a suede Alcantara, but that's just a small nitpick. As you guys can see, also the seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. They're 3-level heated and cool seats. The switches here just pull down for the cool seats, and you switch up for the heated seats, but we don't need the heated seats, especially how hot it is outside right now. There's electronic parking brake, auto hold. There's your drive mode selector, which shows you eco, smart, comfort, and sport. And there's also a custom mode there. So there's 5 different drive modes here in the Stinger. And once you put the vehicle into its sport mode, the bolsters, they do tighten up on the driver. Sadly, the passenger does not get that feel, so they're going to be slinging around if you guys are doing some aggressive driving here. As you guys can see here, there's some hard buttons here for the navigation. There's a volume and tune knob. This does have dual climate control. Like I mentioned, 3-level heated and cool seats, automatic start stop. You can also access the camera via this button here. There's trajectory with distance marker. The camera quality is really good. There's a top-down 360 view as well. There's your traction control here. This is the current key fob here, just like on my Kia K5 GT. It's the same corporate key. There's a Kia logo, remote start. There's a lock, unlock, a panic button, also a panic button there, like I mentioned. This also has this aluminum finish here. This is electronic shifter. You click up on this shifter here to go into reverse, gently to go into neutral, and to go into drive, you kick it back again, and you press P for park. There's a wireless phone charger there. There's a 12-volt with a USB port there. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a lot of storage. As you can see, there's the owner's manual in there and whatnot. It is also lined with felt. I like the nice tech. The materials in here up to part, like the nice stitching here is going to be a nice soft touch material here. The materials in here, they're very premium in a sense. Open up the center armrest here. It does reveal a shallow amount of storage. There's some more storage here where you guys can put the key fob. But overall, the interior of the Kia Stinger does offer some very premium features here. I like the nice display that you guys get. Also the heads-up display. The seats are supportive and comfortable. But overall, let's hop into the back seat. Opening the rear door of the Stinger here, this vehicle does have a cramped seat, but it's not as cramped as the Genesis G70, which shares the same platform with this vehicle. This does have more space, as you guys can see, but it does feel a little cramped if you guys are coming from a larger vehicle. But let's talk about the materials here on the door panel. It's gonna be a soft touch ejection molded plastic with this stainless steel finish here, with this aluminum accented door handle, nice metal to the speaker cover here. This does offer 3-level heated seats back here. No cool seats, but that is a nice touch that Kia does give you heated seats. There's some storage and cup holder space here. This area is going to be nice and padded. I love the nice stitching here, also with this beautiful beige interior. But getting back here, you have to duck your head, of course, because it does have that fastback design. But once I get back here, the foot space is a little tight. This is where I have the seat to drive. Kia says this gets 36.4 inches of rear legroom space. There is 2 mat pockets back here for storage. You also have rear air vents, which is nice. There's a 12-volt, also with the USB port here. The hump here is very large, so good luck sitting in the middle passenger here. So this basically is a 4-seater vehicle, but if you guys don't like the middle passenger, you can basically have them cram between you and the other passenger on the right side. And above me, there's this moonroof here to let light and air into the cabin once it's open. And above me, there is LED lights throughout the cabin. Pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kia Stinger. Open up the hood. Kia will offer this with 2 powertrains. The base models get a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. That's the same powertrain that's sampled in the Hyundai Sonata Inline, also the Kia K5 GT. But with those models, it only makes 290 horsepower because those vehicles are front-wheel drive. Since Kia has a rear-wheel drive architecture, that adds 10 more horsepower, making the Stinger have 300 horsepower, and it also makes the same torque at 311 pound-feet. I did sample that powertrain. It's a good powertrain, but keep in mind, if you guys want more horsepower and more torque, you have to go for this potent powertrain here, which is a 3.3 liter gasoline direct injection powertrain. This powertrain makes 368 horsepower, 376 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. As the Stinger sits here with rear-wheel drive, it weighs in around 4,100 pounds. You guys can get all-wheel drive for more traction. But making our way over to the fuel door here, let's talk about fuel economy for the Stinger with the V6. This is rated to get 18 in the city, 25 on the highway, and 20 combined. Premium fuel is recommended. So leaving where I'm just filming at here, this vehicle has, I think, 5.3 inches of ground clearance. So I'm being very cautious of how I'm entering and leaving because I don't want to scrape the bottom of this. So if you guys want to know if your Stinger can go off-road, it definitely cannot. This vehicle belongs on the track. It has a 6-piston Brembo brakes. I think a floating 2-piston in the rear, but that V6 sounds so good. You guys know I've driven this vehicle over the last few years or so. It's a really impressive vehicle that Kia offers, but like I mentioned before, Kia is rumored to kill this vehicle off, but it wasn't really confirmed. Let's talk about the ride quality here with the vehicle in the sport mode. It does kind of simmer down and go into a more aggressive feel. The steering does tighten up here. This is Kia's 3.3 liter twin turbo V6. This powertrain makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. If you guys go for the base powertrain, which is Kia's 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, that powertrain will make 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. As you guys can hear right now, the engine is shut off because it's in its automatic start-stop mode. Once you tap on the throttle just a little bit, it starts up very smooth. I don't feel any vibrations through the floor, through the steering wheel. But this vehicle is a good option if you guys don't want to look at the other competitors, which will cost way more than a Stinger. This one is equipped very well. I love the nice beige interior with the blue exterior, which is how I would configure my Stinger to be. The seats in here, they're supportive and comfortable. Like I mentioned, once you put the vehicle into a sport mode here, the bolsters on the driver's side will tighten up. Sadly, the passenger does not get that same feeling. So if you guys are doing some aggressive driving, if you guys want to throw your passenger around, just make sure that you don't tell them that the sport mode tightens up the bolsters for the driver. And this vehicle, I have driven this vehicle plenty of times, and I actually lived with the Stinger for a few days. I had a GT2 with the wolf gray exterior with the red interior, and when I tell you guys, that vehicle literally had me on the highway. It cruises really good. And I like the way the exhaust sounds. It's a toned down exhaust. It doesn't, overdo it with the popping and cracking. But this will put a smile on your face. Also your passengers, if you guys are looking to impress them and whatnot. And this vehicle, it's an amazing driving vehicle here. If you guys are looking not to go to the German competitors, this also has a bright heads-up display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let's take the vehicle out of the sport mode here and let's put it into its comfort. Once you put it into comfort mode, it drives even more softer compared to sport. Of course, sport tightens up the suspension. It tightens up the steering feel. Right now with the vehicle in its comfort mode here, the steering is more loose compared to sport mode, of course. This does have heated and cool seats. They're 3-level, which is really good. The cool seats blow very cold air. Right now it's like 94 degrees outside. And this powertrain is a good powertrain. Kia is just not selling as much Stingers as they would like. Me personally, I'm kind of surprised too, but in America we love SUVs and pickup trucks. You guys have been hearing me say that for a while now, because it's true. The Telluride outsells this by like 1 to 3 or 3 to 1. It's just so much units that the Telluride sells over the Stinger, but which you expect if everyone is SUV crazy. And also have the vehicle in its auto hold mode. You can turn it off, and now once you release your foot off the brake, it starts up very smooth with the automatic start-stop. But to tell you guys the truth, I'm not sure where Kia is gonna go from here, because what are they gonna do for the Stinger? They might make it all electric. I mean, that might be the only way, to keep consumers to come back. But the Kia does sell at a good rate, but not the way that Kia was expecting. I think the Stinger is a really good option still. It offers great warranty, great power delivery, even in the base powertrain, but I will just go for the V6 over the base powertrain because I am power hungry in a sense. And if you guys are just looking for the ultimate performance, also with good value, because it does have best-in-class warranty compared to the other competitors in the segment, the Kia Stinger is a really good choice, especially this is the way that I will configure my Stinger to be, with the beige, also with a nice blue exterior. After spending time with the 2023 Kia Stinger GT, this one's fully loaded here. It has a moonroof, the heated and cooled seats. It also has the beige interior, also with this beautiful micro blue exterior color. This is the same way I would configure my Stinger if I were to purchase a Stinger, but this vehicle offers good tech, also drives really well. I love the nice powertrain that Kia offers, which is the twin turbo V6. It does offer a really good power compared to the base powertrain. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button, also turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.